Yo, welcome back to another episode of hdsportspod podcast. I'm your boy Wayne. I'm here with my guys Chubbs and Smoog. Joey is not in today, but he will be here in spirit. This week we'll be talking about the crazy NBA trade deadline, also getting into LeBron passing Kareem as the top scorer in NBA history. Talk about the winners and losers of the trade deadline. And also, we got our Mount Rushmore topics and also some rank these duo topics, man. Before we get started, just a few housekeeping things. First things first, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. That is your tax to listen to this podcast, is to like, comment, and subscribe on anything that we produce. Also, make sure you guys are following us on our social media platforms, hdsportspod on Twitter, hdsportspod on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. If you're on the audio surfaces, devices, make sure you guys go ahead and download this episode. And if you're on any of the visual podcasts, go to the audio, download the episode. If you're on the audio, go to the visual on YouTube and like, comment, and subscribe. Really like what you guys have been doing for us on the side of engagement, whether it's Instagram or YouTube Shorts or just these episodes. Our views are going up each and every week, so we definitely appreciate all of you. So continue to do that up. I remember last time I said where we were going to be, but we are close to 50,000 total views. So by, I think, next episode, we probably will eclipse that, so I can announce that. But yeah, before we get started, y'all guys got anything you want to say?
NFL honors, real quick. I know it's not an NFL pod, but hey, Jalen Hurts. I was surprised he didn't win Offensive Player of the Year.
Save that for Monday, because when they lose the Super Bowl, it's gonna be glorious.
I'll save it. I'll save it.
Save it for Monday.
I'll save it
for Monday. I just need them to lose the Super Bowl, because now it's funny. Dolphins fans have made me now an official Tua hater, where I'm going to shit on Tua for the next year, and now Eagles fans are making me a Jalen Hurts and Eagles hater. So you guys thought I was a hater before. Wait till you see the clips that I really start clipping.
Hey, Wayne. Welcome to the club, my brother. Yeah. Welcome to the club.
Wait till you really start
Bengals
to see
fans
the clips.
Are that for me.
Wait till you guys really start to see the clips that I'm going to start clipping up to go. So, yeah, they call me Bull with the dreads, Fat Bull. That was going on me. The Eagles guys was
Fat Bull.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
The Eagles,
bro, there was a lot of hating on that.
There was a lot of hate on there. But
it was a personal attack. It wasn't even like.
But I laugh at it all. I don't even take anything serious.
Nah, man. Ever since dude said something about my lips, I've been putting on chapstick ever since.
Guess what? I went to the gym today. But
that's funny. That's funny.
Hey, I just like to check people and they're like, you guys don't know nothing about football. What have you done? I'm like, oh, yeah, we are former college football players.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, yeah, let's go ahead and get started into this episode. The first thing we got to do, talk about what is considered one of the craziest trade deadlines in NBA history. So we're just going to go off with the moves. I have them in order. I want you guys to just give each one a ranking between 1 to 5. And each team that was involved in the trade, let me know if they got a good, let's say good or bad. That's what we're going to say, good or bad. So did they good in this trade and what they got in return, or were they bad? So the first trade that kind of shook everything up, Kyrie Irving gets traded to the Dallas Mavericks. So Kyrie Irving, Markieff Morris, Nets, that's what the Mavericks got. The Nets got Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, a 2027 second-round pick, a 2029 first-round pick unprotected, and a 2029 second-round pick. Who won this trade? Who lost this trade?
I think it's kind of clear who won this trade. It's the year 2023, so that 2029 pick I could care less about if it's a first-rounder. Second-round picks are really not that valuable in the NBA drafts. Let's be honest. There's a few diamonds in the rough that come out of nowhere, like every draft. But like realistically, those guys are G League players, if we're being honest. Spencer Dinwiddie, he's a good rotational player for a team, and so is Finney-Smith. I think is a kind of a loss because he was pretty good for Dallas Mavericks. He gelled with that team, was a good role player for that team. But at the end of the day, if you're talking about Kyrie Irving as an acquisition, and then I know Markieff Morris is another good role player, rotational big that can play small ball big and play a little bit of a power forward. And he can't play the three no more. Old style game, he could have played maybe the three, but um, I think the Mavericks won clear as day this trade.
I mean, before the Nets did their second half of the trade, I would have said the Mavericks won the trade. And I wouldn't have necessarily said that the Nets lost the trade because, again, they just gave up. Only thing they gave up was Kyrie.
Markieff Morris.
No,
He's a good 3-and-D.
He's a good 3 and bench.
I say that because I
Hater.
don't think this is what the Mavs necessarily needed. I mean, it helps, having two stars, two people who can play iso ball. I know we had a discussion about Luka playing off ball, which I still don't think he's going to do. They definitely have two scorers who can definitely facilitate, but I think that the Mavs more so needed a big, more than anything. Um, doesn't hurt that they have Kyrie, but I
You
just
don't
don't
respect
think
Christian Wood?
not yet, not yet, not yet. And like Chris said, to give up Dorian Finney-Smith, that was a big piece. To their perimeter, their perimeter defending, being able to knock down a three from time to time. Now you just got two players who can, obviously three level scorers, but I just think they needed a big. That's what we always said Luka needed. I don't think that the Mavs are gonna regress from this trade, but I do think the Nets, like I said, didn't necessarily lose the trade because of what they got, moving forward, with the and I will talk about this in a second, but being able to get a trade with the Suns. So it actually helped them. Um, I think the Nets are still in a good position to make a run, if not make the playoffs. Um, and I've always said, like, teams who don't have a main star tend to play well or play better, a little bit better than those that do. Because it's now like everybody has to step up to the plate, and Cam Thomas has been stepping up to the plate. Spencer Dinwiddie has played in. Don't look at me like that. Spencer Dinwiddie has played in Brooklyn already. Again with the addition to Finney-Smith. Um, who else? Who else did they pick up? Finney-Smith and
They got Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges.
The only one
Wait.
that
Let's save that trade.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying. I don't think.
Let's just
I
focus
would
on
say,
this trade.
Yeah, I would say that the net. I would have said that the Mavs won the trade, but again, because the Nets acquired more things moving forward, they didn't necessarily lose it. So
Yeah, I do think that the Nets. All right, here we go. The Nets, when it first happened, I was saying they kind of got fleeced. I still think they kind of got fleeced, but when I looked at it, because they still had KD, now you get some good rotational pieces to put around KD. Thought it was really good. Now that this trade is over, I do think the Mavs kind of, if the KD trade would have happened first, I felt like to get Kyrie, they wouldn't have had to give up Dorian Finney-Smith. That's a big loss for me in this trade, is that they had to give him up. But I do think getting Kyrie at the end of the day, we want to see Luka with another star, and now he's been paired with another star, so that's a good thing. 2029 first round pick. The way they're banking on these 2029 first round picks, there better be a generational talent coming out of there. Because what if it's just a bad draft? And the Lakers were holding on to this pick, and everybody's like,
I could be coaching the 2029 draft pick right now.
7 years from now, that's crazy.
What I'm saying. Like,
6
what?
years.
I mean, all the stars that we know the older stars will definitely be gone. But what if that pick, whoever's in that draft, those people are just like, it's like a bad draft, like the Bradley Beal draft. I don't think there's nobody too good outside of Bradley Beal in that draft.
Why is that the first name you say always,
bro?
That's always, bro. Rent free, Chris.
You just said the Anthony Bennett draft.
Bradley Beal is rent free.
I think he's in that draft.
I don't think it's that draft. I think you're just saying that now.
But yeah. Spencer Dinwiddie, such a nice vet to put in the office. But with Dorian Finney-Smith, he's not going to be on that team next year. Definitely this offseason, he's going to get traded to more of a contender that's going to need him, or next trade deadline, where you're able to get some more first-round picks for a player like that. But yeah, I do think I give the Nets a B plus on this trade, and I give the Nets a B.
You mean Mavs?
Mavs a B plus, Nets a B.
Gotcha.
Next trade we kind of skip over. Kessler Edwards to the Kings.
Don't care.
For cash. Dwayne Dedmon to the Spurs and a second round
Who
pick
cares?
for cash. I will talk about this because the Miami Heat made besides that move, they made absolutely zero moves. Pat Riley is a fraud. He is a fraud. He has not been able to get any significant big trade asset or free agent outside of when he got Shaq in 2005.
Why are you calling him a fraud? He's
Listen
responsible for a lot of your championships in your franchise's history.
No, he's not. Dwayne Wade is responsible for those, okay?
Come on.
He drafted D. Wade. Let's look at his draft track record. Pat Riley's been with the Miami Heat forever, drafting. Let's get to it. He got D. Wade, right?
Didn't he get Jimmy Butler?
D. Wade brought him Jimmy Butler. Let's get that correct.
So Wade's the GM.
Dwayne Wade and Jimmy Butler have a great relationship. That's why Jimmy Butler is in South Beach. Every Heat fan knows that, right? Then you got Bam. You got Tyler Hero. Mm-hmm. In 23 years, there's only been 3.
Wayne.
All he want. I love that we can get these diamond in the rough undrafted players. Awesome. We gave Duncan Robinson 5 years, $90 million. We gave out of shape Kyle Lowry $100+ million.
Out of shape Kyle Lowry, I'm dead.
The best trade acquisition we made since Jimmy Butler led us to the finals in 2020 is a broke knee Victor Oladipo.
Bro, that was your man's. What you doing?
Chill, bro.
This is crazy. Hey, flip this because we have receipts of you saying
Victor Oladipo, who's I like Vic, but come on. That's the best trade asset we had. We had a team that went to the championship in the bubble, and we didn't make moves. We lost people. We lost Andre Iguodala. We lost Jay Crowder. We lost Dragic. Because we wanted to do a sign-in trade for Kyle Lowry?
But time out. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but let's not act like y'all wasn't a Jimmy Shooter bucket away from.
And we saw how Jimmy nearly died out there trying to will us to victory. It was Jimmy versus Celtics, not the Miami Heat versus the Celtics.
I mean, that was because Bam wasn't playing as well as he is now.
Yes.
So.
Why are we not helping Jimmy and Bam out? Giving Duncan Robinson money.
Do you think people want to go somewhere else?
Teams don't want Duncan Robinson. It's so bad that Luke Kennard is looked as more favorable than Duncan Robinson.
So Wayne, is this like the myth about everybody wants to come play in South Beach? Is that like a myth?
No, because the Dolphins don't get anybody either. Everybody wanted to play with D. Wade and Braun when they were here. And
so when people say anybody wants to come to South Beach and play in Miami, that's not true.
No,
here's what they're saying.
They don't.
Okay.
It's not true.
They don't.
Had a chance to get Donovan Mitchell. Couldn't get it done.
Might become overrated.
Donovan Mitchell wanted to be a Heat. Couldn't get it done. We have no tradable assets. Nobody wants what we have.
and yet I'm glad. Hey. Clip this.
Listen, the Miami Heat were one shot away from going to the NBA Finals. The 2 years before, they were in the NBA Finals.
Wayne was an advocate of everybody wanting to come play in Miami.
Wait. We have the 6th man of the year, and nobody wants him.
Right. This Wayne is totally different than off-season Wayne. I'm telling you.
At one point, LeBron was coming back to Miami, I thought.
Brad Beal, everybody was getting traded because you guys had assets. That's what
Nobody want Max Strus. Nobody want Gabe Vincent. We have no assets.
But is it because of their performance last year in the playoffs, or is it because of their performance now?
It doesn't matter. Nobody wants the assets that we have, DL. They don't want the assets. So it doesn't matter if it
If
was
it does,
last
no,
year,
they
10
don't
years
want your
before.
trade if it doesn't include Bam. That's really what they comes down
That's the
to.
only person they want.
Yeah, they
They
said
say,
you
yeah, we'll
guys other
take
people.
Duncan. They say, yeah, we'll take Duncan
But
Robinson, but you guys got to give us a first round pick. We had to send a second round pick for Dwayne Dedman, who just got waived.
he's a body, bro.
He's coming back.
He's nice.
He can't come back. He's not allowed.
He's
There's
a
a
hustle
rule.
player. He's a hustle player, bro.
Man, that just pissed me off. Let's get to the
But
next.
I don't know though. I mean, but you time out, because we were just talking about how much of a better player Kyle Lowry was still than John Wall. So I feel like
And that's not saying much because John Wall's ass right now.
that's not saying it. Stop it, bro. Stop it.
All right, we'll talk about John Wall. That's the next one. Let's just talk about John Wall.
Let's get to the next one.
It's not even on the list. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at that
That was a no
that headline.
Trade doesn't need to be listed.
John Wall back to Houston.
John Wall back to
After-
Houston. He's about to be
after
bought out.
Talked all that shit.
But Eric Gordon is to the Clippers though, so that's a good for that.
I really like that trade. I do really like that trade for the Clippers. Clippers obviously are the winners of this trade because they just got a very good shooter /
Defender.
rotational player, like depth. Yeah, they got depth to a team that's already
Former six man.
pretty good. You know, the team's like 5th or 6th in the West right now, and they added really good pieces. Not just him. I can't wait to talk about the other ones, but they added some good depth.
Yeah.
pieces.
So next you got this trade is Russell Westbrook, Damian Jones, Juan Toscano Anderson, and the 2027 first round pick protected 1 through 4. So that's really fire for them that the Lakers have to protect that. Go to the Jazz. The Timberwolves get Mike Conley, Nickeil Alexander, 2024 second round pick, 2025 second round pick, 2026 second round pick, and the Lakers get D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt, and Malik Beasley.
I'm let you know.
It's said that Russell Westbrook is more than likely going to be bought out.
So I think ultimately the loser of this trade will end up being the Jazz. No, Timberwolves. No, whoever's getting bought out with Russell, you're not really getting. Jazz aren't really getting anything out of Russell. So
pick.
yeah, I guess. But the Lakers could be good. You never know.
But no, it's a no.
You never know.
2027. That's 4 years from now. Braun will not be on that team.
So obviously the winner of this, I think, helps Lakers the most. I really like. I mean, D'Angelo Russell is okay, but I really like Beasley. Beasley's a type of player that you need to like pair with LeBron, like around like more bucket getters. You know what I mean? So Beasley's big for this team. I don't know if people understand that. Even though I think Russell's good, I don't know how Russell's going to be on this team. Be quite honest. I really don't know how he's going to gel with Bron and AD and all them because I think right now
supposedly he hated Rudy Gobert. There's headline going out how he hated Rudy Gobert. He made that very known that he did not like Rudy Gobert on his team. He wasn't going to throw him robs. He wasn't going to give them ball because he thought Rudy Gobert sucked. He made that very known, and everybody in the Timberwolves organization knew that he did not like Rudy.
I mean, I do think it's good for them, and I do think the Timberwolves are they're not winners or losers. They basically replaced the point guard with a pretty underrated career point guard, in my opinion. Conley's don't do that. Conley
he's underrated for his career, but right now the way people are talking about how Mike Conley is going to vastly improve this team.
Nah, I'm not going to say that. But I'm not saying the team's going to get worse.
Because they said the same shit when he went to the Jazz, and he wasn't doing nothing impressive. He got hurt, and then it was just
he's very underrated though,
carrying the team on his back. That's what it was.
He's been very underrated though. Sorry. But yeah, winners Lakers. I guess in the middle is the Timberwolves, and I think the losers honestly the Utah Jazz because Utah Jazz they've been playing. I mean, they've been playing good with their pieces.
They're not trying to win, Chubbs. They're trying to.
I know, but I get it, but yeah, that's my thoughts.
I mean, I don't know, man. I think it was on paper it looked good, but I just think that I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad that the Lakers got rid of Pat Bev.
We're
We
not
ain't
on
talking
that
about
yet.
that
We're not
trade.
on that yet. We're not on that yet.
It wasn't.
He's so
I
Hey,
excited. He's not
hey,
part of that
the,
trade.
the gang's back together.
wasn't that, I thought that was what we talking about,
We're
the
talking about the
Russ and Lakers.
Russ
Trade.
and
The
Lakers,
He was a
and the
part of that
Lakers getting
trade.
D'Angelo Russell and
I thought it
Malik
was a three-way
Beasley
trade though.
No, there
and
was
the
Mo
Conley.
Bamba for Patrick Beverly
Uh,
in the
I
second
like
round
that
pick.
too. I like that trade too.
I feel like, I mean, well, a big piece of that is getting rid of Pat Bev though. I mean, all right, but surrounding players, role players around LeBron, like D. Russ.
I mean, Russell's a starter. I don't think he's a role player,
He's a
He's a
role
role
player.
player. He's a role player.
but he's gonna start.
AD, yeah, I
He
mean,
could
he
be
can
a
be a role
starter
player
and
and a
be a
starter.
role player.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I just, I'm not gonna say I don't like it, but I don't think this is going to make it be like, oh well, the Lakers are about to make a run and it's definitely ring time for the. No, I don't think this is going to help them get over the hump. I think last night when LeBron didn't play, I was watching the game last night. I think his role players that he already had was playing pretty well without him. Obviously LeBron adds to it. AD having to be the centerpiece. Lonnie Walker played well. Austin Reeves came back. He was playing very, very well. Um, Rio was playing well. But adding these players definitely helps. Will it make them have a run? I doubt it. But I think like LeBron said, he can play with a bunch of a good group of guys who surround him and make everybody better. And I think a lot of these young players or a lot of these players will step into their role with AD and LeBron leading. So I mean, yeah, I guess the Lakers did win the trade, but I don't think it's to a point where it's going to make them championship contenders. Honestly, yeah, Russ in Utah. I feel sorry for Russ. I feel like they're just passing him around. Nobody wants him. When all he does is play basketball, hustle. You know, but I just hope Russ can get somewhere for the remainder of his career and make a difference, get back in the playoffs and make some noise because he will ultimately go down as one of the best point guards in that ever played a game. But I feel like the way they treat Russell is just like an asset for trades. That's all. So hopefully he gets somewhere. I don't think he's going to do too much in Utah. I think they actually will buy out his contract and allow him to go somewhere that he wants to be. And hopefully he can finish his career out somewhere else.
You ain't going far.
Yeah, he about to get bought out. Lakers, they think it would have straight getting rid of D'Angelo Russell. I'm more happy for Russ, man. I'm glad Russ is freed from LA, from the Lakers, from being around that Braun. So they call him like a vampire in the locker room, which is crazy. I'm just happy he's out of there. They were treating him wrong, treating him bad. The team wasn't made for him anyway. And I still think that team was even made for Braun. That's why they sucked previously. Now they get some pieces around. I agree with Chubbs. I think Beasley's probably the best piece that they got out of this entire draft. Jared Vanderbilt's nice, and everybody's huge on him because he plays good defense, good wing guy. But I think Malik Beasley, the ability to be like a KCP type of player is going to be really big. Braun always needs that type of guy for his team to be successful. I don't think D'Angelo Russell's going to do that good here. He's the guy that needs a ball in his hand. He's going to be good to pick and roll with AD for sure. But I also think they're going to miss the pick and roll with AD. Let's see if AD continues to have those outbursts because he was having that with Russ. But I never preyed on the team's downfall like I am for the Lakers now. I'm official Lakers hater. I'm official Braun hater as well. The way they did my guy Russ was absolutely disgusting. The way the media portrayed him, the way the Laker fan base portrayed him, every single thing they did about Russ after he's left, after he's been there, what the Clutch Sports team did to Russ is despicable, and I hope Braun never wins another championship. I hope they fight to stay in the play-in. The Jazz gonna buy out Russ. I hope Russ goes to the Clippers. Say the Clippers, Heat, or Bulls. If I'm Russ, I go to the Clippers. If he wants to come to the Heat, I'm happy about that. I get to just buy Russell Westbrook Heat jersey. But I don't think we're good. Him and Bam will be amazing in the pick and roll. But our shooters aren't shooting. Like this was last year when we had the number one shooting offense, like best 3-point shooter in the league. then without a doubt, the way our shooters are shooting would be good. I also think the reason why we don't have a really good shooting team is because we don't have rim pressure, which Russ will provide, which also the Clippers need. Um, but Mike Conley to the Timberwolves, this team is just the Utah Jazz all over again. With Rudy Gobert and Mike Conley, I don't see them going anywhere. They just need to start over. Trade Rudy,
Yeah, Mike Conley's washed.
trade Cat, and let Anthony Edwards be the face of the franchise. Uh, but I give the Lakers a B, Timberwolves a C, and I give the Jazz a B because they got another first round pick out of this, and they get to dump some more salary with Russ. So the next trade, Josh Hart to New York Knicks for Cam Reddish, CV, I don't know how to say his name, Ryan Archidudo, first round pick, lottery protected. If it doesn't convey, it turns into 4 second rounders. So
The Knicks get who? Get Josh Hart for and everybody's going to Pelicans, right?
Yep.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I think obviously Pelicans got better trade.
Not Pelicans, Knicks.
Yeah.
Josh Hart
Who
to
Josh
the
Hart
Knicks.
come from?
Josh Hart came from the Pelicans.
No, he came from the Blazers. He's on the Blazers.
Oh, Blazers,
Yeah,
Blazers,
Josh
then.
Hart.
Blazers,
Yeah,
then.
that
I
was
like that.
2 years ago. Nah, because he used to play for the Pelicans. Nobody heard about
I
Josh
was just like,
Hart.
hold on, what's going on?
I haven't heard it from Josh Hart in a minute, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I didn't know where he was at currently.
What you mean? He was doing real good for the Blazers.
I mean, I think this is better for Trailblazers, even though I think Josh Hart's a good basketball player. I like Archdiakio can shoot. I don't know if you know that. Like, pretty good backup point guard. And then Cam Reddish. I'm glad he got out of New York.
I'm sick of this Cam Reddish narrative, bro. It's over.
I'm glad he got out of New York, though.
New York, the Nets, it's over.
They did so much to get him, and then didn't really let him.
Well, the coach never wanted him. But
That's what I'm saying.
I gotta see what he does on the Blazers. So let me relax. I'll see what he does on the Blazers. But if he does nothing on the Blazers, all these Cam Reddish fans, it's over, bro. He's gonna be the Tyreek Evans of what you guys thought, but Tyreek was better.
Tyreek was nice. He's circumstances.
Are you trying Tyreek Evans, bro?
He is trying Tyreek Evans.
Trying Tyreek Evans? Oh, I thought that was
He was nice.
No, I say he was nice, but it failed out. Like he was balling.
He got in trouble. I mean,
started taking PEDs, and that's what happens.
He was like at one point maybe
Jalen
the best
Brunson
six man.
was excited about him being on his team. This trade doesn't. Josh Hart should be on a championship.
Jalen Brunson likes this is because they were teammates.
Yeah.
In college.
Yeah, I know they're buddies.
I'm not gonna lie. Cam Reddish should never left Atlanta.
They wasn't playing him.
Honestly, I know, but if they would have started playing him, I think he would have been very, very good for Atlanta right now.
I think this is the best situation for him. The Blazers.
Yeah, it gives him an opportunity to.
Yeah, because Dame sees that he can ball. Chauncey sees that he can ball. They're gonna make sure to get him the ball. I think Thibodeau was a bad coach for him. Cam Reddish, he can play defense.
And then the Knicks, they have too many people who need the ball in their hands. Just
they got too many young guys that need to get the ball to develop.
They don't want to play Obi Toppin anyway, so it's like
that's another guy who needs to get out of there.
Yeah, it's a lot of guys that need to get out of there because that's just Thibodeau wants to play 8 people when you can have like a 9
good bench.
Now he doesn't even play 8 people; he plays like 6 people. But yeah. I just wish Josh Hart went to a better team that can qualify because I think he's a great piece on a contending team. To me, the Knicks aren't a contending team. So, yeah. Next, Jakob Poeltl. This was a reunion type of thing. Jakob Poeltl goes back to the Raptors for Khem Birch, a 2024 first-round pick and 2 second-round picks to the Spurs. I like this. I like this for the Raptors just because they needed a center, and Pascal continuously playing center doesn't help. So, yeah, I like this for them. And Jakob Poeltl, someone else I thought that would go to a contender, but at the end of the day, I like where he's at. So, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I don't really got much to say on this trade.
Smoot. All right, I think Joey's getting on, so I'm gonna save the KD trade until he comes. So we'll go with some more trades.
Nobody cares. I
All
mean,
right.
no.
Thomas Bryant and goes to the Nuggets. The Lakers get Devon Reed and 3 second-round picks.
I think it's pretty obvious who won this trade. The Nuggets won this trade, even though I know the Lakers were clearing house for upcoming trades and what they got in this other trades. But Thomas Bryant wasn't playing bad basketball with the Lakers. He actually was,
Playing really good basketball for him.
yeah, playing really,
So
really
the
good.
reason I heard why he got traded is because he was not happy with his playing time once AD got back, and he thought he deserved a bigger role.
All right, he's tripping.
I mean, he did have. Didn't he have like a 30?
But
But the thing is,
he
like-
was playing good for the Lakers though.
So I mean, did it backfire though? Because like we're saying that he went and played with the two behind. He's playing behind the 2-time MVP.
But
Joker, did he expect to go somewhere else?
But Joker
But he
also
get-
plays the floor, and
yeah, so
Thomas
they
Bryant-
could be on the
And
court
he's also
together.
playing behind Gordon, who is also playing
But
very, very
they
well.
could move Gordon to the 3.
Gordon can play the 3
and
also.
then
They're
move
not
him to
going
the
to.
4.
He's not going to start, but he might get a bigger
they could
role.
put like if they want to go big, they could use both of them because they both could spread the court. And
Why are you
AD
shaking your head? The
couldn't
Cavs
spread the
played with
court.
literally 3 7-footers one year.
That was last year.
Who?
Those Cavs.
Who was it? Jared Allen.
Laurie Markkinen.
Laurie Markkinen and Mobley.
All of which are worth being played. I mean, Thomas Bryant over.
Why are you trying to Wizards legend?
I'm
like
not.
that?
I'm just saying, bro.
Not
like,
Wizards legend.
come
That's
on, bro.
that's trying the Wizards. So shut up.
Thomas. Like, I mean, he's a good player. He was a good. He was a.
He's not a
Great player.
starter.
He was a great player coming off the bench for the Lakers. But
he
I
can
mean,
definitely come
started.
in-
He can start.
Dwayne.
On that team, no.
No. I'm saying in the NBA, he could be a starter in the NBA.
On who?
Yeah, he can be a
Houston
starter.
Rockets?
Anybody can be a starter, but I have impact. Like I think to say you don't want to play with LeBron, bro, because you're behind AD, arguably the best center in the league, and you're complaining about that. That kind of blows my mind. And I mean, maybe he didn't want to go to Denver, but I mean, you're not really in a better situation in Denver because you're playing behind two bigs who are actually playing very, very well this year. So for him to want out is kind of mind blowing. I think he had a better.
He's also playing very, very well. So
He's playing very, very well for the Lakers because the Lakers sucked. AD was
That
always
he can't
hurt.
be a starter.
You can be a starter. If he just want to be a starter, if he want to be a what you call it, a Bradley Bill, then that's fine.
I didn't say anything about Bradley. Bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. I didn't say anything.
Just
about
want
Bradley.
to, be a starter, get paid. That's fine. But he ain't gonna. I don't think he's not gonna go there and make an impact to win. So
What,
the
to
West is
Nuggets?
2-pack, right? The West is 2-pack, bro.
He's going to make
The
a
Nuggets.
huge impact. They needed a backup center. Now they get a backup center. And a very good, probably the best backup center in the league.
I'm saying though, what he was having a good impact for the Lakers. What was his real deal? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, does he want to go to the Nuggets and win?
Are you talking about like him wanting to have more of a role?
Yeah, he's going to have.
Well,
I feel
the
like he's gonna
way
have
the
same role
lineups
in
that I'm not
Denver.
gonna lie, Darrell is terrible with the lineups he was throwing out there. He never got the proper rotation he wanted to get. One night he would play Winden and Gabriel. One night he would have 4 guards on the court at the same time. He's terrible at getting rotations, and that's the first year at coach, so maybe that's why. But he'll get a lot more playing time and gets to have a bigger role. Like he low key be like the 6th man for them, especially with other players gone. He could be like the 6th man just as a big man. Get more role. run a lot of pick
7th
and
man?
roll.
7th man for the Lakers?
Yeah, now he's a 6th man. That's a bigger role.
Nah.
Next trade. Celtics get Mike Muscala. Thunder get Justin Jackson and 2 second-round picks.
Celtics don't need nobody else.
Yeah, I mean, they get a big that can shoot. Al Horford's been hurt. Robert Williams has been hurt in and out of lineups. So I guess that's some nice depth. So you could play him some more next to Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin was snapping.
But he's not always going to shoot like that. Mike Muscala is that. Hey, I ain't going to lie. We'll talk about later about Braun breaking the record. But the way the Thunder was shooting, I was like, yeah, you're going to break this shit. But we got to break the record.
We gonna win.
Now you have a 3-team trade. The Bucks get Jay Crowder. The Nets get 2 second-round picks. And the Pacers get George Hill, Serge Ibaka, Jordan Noir, and 3 second-round picks. I'm just start. I think Jay Crowder is a huge pickup for the Bucks. Chris Middleton's been in and out of the lineup. Bobby Portis also got hurt. He could play the 3 or the 4. They've been missing someone since they lost PJ Tucker. In all honesty, so you get someone similar to PJ Tucker, just a better offensive player, not as good defensively, but what he likes, what PJ Tucker brought defensively, he brings offensively with his ability to hit the 3.
Yeah,
At what cost, though?
And what cost the people that weren't playing?
Giannis's best friend.
I like this. I mean, Jay Crowder. I think it was a good pickup. It was a good pickup. It doesn't hurt him. I will say that. But I mean, how much of an healthy Chris Middleton, healthy Bobby Portis? I mean, the Bucks are contenders regardless.
But now you can move Chris Middleton to the 2.
Yeah. So who would be the lineup? You got Drew,
Chris Middleton, Jay Crowder, Giannis, Brook Lopez. That's a big ass lineup.
But Bobby, you just keep Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby
Portis
come off the bench. Yeah, 6 man.
Come off the bench. I mean, you still got Grayson Allen. You know what I'm saying? Who can? He's a good 6 man too. So I mean, I'm just saying you got a lot of people on there.
Grayson Allen,
Allen, he's a good 6 man.
He's a good rotational piece. If Grayson Allen's your 6 man, you have a problem. And right now he's a starter. So that's why they had to go get Jay Crowder.
I just think they got a lot of players on that team who can shoot the 3, which is primarily what Jay Crowder can do. Like you said, he's a bigger body, but his defending ain't, it ain't elite. But I mean, you really don't need that when you got 2 7-footers. And then Bobby Portis, who's a hustle player. So I mean, it's not a bad pickup, but I do think they didn't need it. But I think the Bucks is always going to be contended because
I think they did need it. I disagree there. They needed that.
They got Giannis who's shooting 14 free throws a game. So I mean, no one's stopping that.
Their defense is lacking, and they need somebody to spread the court a little better. Next trade we got here is a 3-way trade. Jalen McDaniels, Sivy, and Matisse Thybulle to the Blazers. Hornets get Sivy and 2nd-round picks. What do you guys like about it? I love the Jalen McDaniels trade. This is actually my favorite trade of the day that happened. Very sneaky pick. Guy can play really good defense, long, athletic, and he's going to help tremendously, especially playing next to PJ Tucker on the defensive end. Can shoot a little bit as well. This was my favorite pick of my favorite trade to help someone become a better contender.
I like Thybulle on the Blazers.
Thybulle's just so ass offensively, you can't play him.
I know, but he's a fucking lockdown.
Yeah, Jalen McDaniels 6'9", small forward.
I know. I play more than 2K. He's nice.
Yeah, I love this pickup for the Sixers who needed a little bit more. They needed a lot more on the bench, and he gives them great versatility on the bench. So coming off the bench, him and Tyrese, because I think Tyrese Maxey's coming off the bench right now.
Yeah, I like it too. I don't know why he ain't starting.
Because their bench was ass, so they needed somebody to come off the bench.
Matisse Thybulle, Dame Lillard, Cam Reddish.
Jaren Grant.
I don't know, man. I feel like Dame ain't gonna never win nothing.
Nurkic.
He needs some help. He needs some milk. I don't know, man. But
the Hornets
is just
picks. They're not doing nothing. They're ass. Next trade was a 4-way trade that sent Sadiq Bey to Atlanta Hawks. The Pistons get James Wiseman. Warriors get Gary Payton II, and the Blazers get 5 second-round picks.
I think this was probably the best trade overall for, I think, all parties, except for you don't really know what Wiseman's going to do at the Pistons because he's kind of been a disappointment. But him with that young core potential wise, like that's intriguing going forward.
They love picking up busts.
I know Peyton going back to the Warriors is only good for him, like good career move wise. Like that's where he played his best ball, so like that's good for him. And then who was the first one? I just slipped my mind. That was
Sadiq Bey to the
Sadiq
Hawks.
Bey is probably one of my favorite pickup acquisitions. Even though he went to the Hawks, he's a 3-and-D guy, and you're putting him on a team with. He's a 3-and-D guy. He can play some defense.
He's a 3 guy.
He got some defense. He's a big guy, big guy,
big body.
But you pair him on a team with Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, still got DeAndre Hunter, John Collins is still there.
And then this won't get you. Actually, we'll talk about it. But John Collins was supposed to be on the Nets, but then KD said he's not staying there. So
I think it's good for the Hawks. A good pickup for the Hawks.
I agree. I think the Blazers is definitely setting up for their future. I mean, obviously. So what you said 4 second-round picks in what year?
5 second-round picks.
5 second-round picks in what year?
I don't know the years. I just know it's 5 second-round picks that don't matter.
You don't think it's gonna matter, bro?
No,
it's not the NFL. This is
they're G League players.
Like Chubb said, they're G League. They're people that's gonna end up in China.
I'm trying to set up for their future, bro. Try to get Dame some help.
Maybe they go trade all of those 5. They got a lot of second-round picks to trade now.
Better hope there's 6 or 5 Kyle Kuzmas.
This was actually a low-key crazy trade that this is only what they got. Bones Highland to the Clippers for only 2 second-round picks.
That's a big pickup for Clippers. Big pickup.
I like this a lot. I don't think Bones Highland is a starting point guard in the league, but great 6-man. He can be a great 6-man.
That bench is going to be deep come playoff time.
The Hawks get some more players. They get Garrison Matthews, Bruno Fernando. Rockets get Justin Holiday, Frank Kaminsky, and 2 second-round picks. Skip it. Lakers get Mo Bamba, and the Magic get Patrick Beverly, who's going to be bought out.
That's intriguing too. Mo Bamba's only had like a couple years to try to like develop, and then they got big guys that like they replaced him with. So to pair him potentially in a rotation with like a leader like Bron and with that team, it's another rotational guy, and he's going to be coming off the bench. He's going to be learning from AD a little bit, and people forget, maybe people don't forget, but coming out of college, the biggest thing he was good at was blocking shots. Playing defense.
Can't tell NBA. Wasn't that good?
We'll see. You never know what happens with a team that he feels confidence around. He's with the Lakers. So, I don't know. I like it. But Pat Bev was playing good basketball.
Just got beat up the other day by Austin Rivers.
It's fine. I don't care about that. But Pat, it's kind of weird.
No,
Pat
Chris,
Bev
was not playing no fucking
He was not playing no good
defense.
basketball, bro.
He was just being annoying.
The Pat Bev narrative is finally, wearing off. He used to be an elite defender. Now he's just out there doing whatever, bro. It's like what Westbrook said, bro. He just what Westbrook say? He just doing stuff and it looks good, something like that. But I think Pat Bev is starting to, come to the end of his career. I think it was a good trade for them having all of them point guards on that team. And only having Pat Bev for defending, which he wasn't really even doing. I think it was a good trade. Mo Bamba, picking up Mo Bamba is kind of just replacing Thomas Bryant, in my opinion. You still got a lot of those big. We wouldn't consider, Rio big and whatchamacallit a big, slipping my mind. But I think Anthony Davis, being that centerpiece for the bigs is, the biggest thing. But having Mo Bamba come in like Thomas Bryant did to relieve Anthony Davis of some of the pressure, definitely helps. Yeah, he can shoot. So wasn't a bad pickup. Lakers did a lot, before trade deadline to try to make a run. But again, I still don't think this is going to be something that's going to, make them.
They're making playoffs.
Yeah. And I mean, at the most,
they're going to make playoffs. And
I'm
gonna tell you something. If they go on a little, if they go on a little run and they get some chemistry,
anything
they
good about
could
the
do
Lakers.
they could do something. It's
I
LeBron
just don't see it,
James.
man. I just don't see it.
Joey said he's gonna be home in 3 minutes. So
Let's keep going.
Clippers get a big man in Mason Plumlee.
Next, don't care.
Hornets get Reggie Jackson, who's also going to be bought out. This is a huge buyout market, also.
Yeah.
Eric Gordon is off to the Clippers. So the Clippers get Eric Gordon and 3 second-round picks. The Rockets get Danny Green, John Wall, a first-round pick swap with the Clippers. Grizzlies get Luke Kennard. I think Danny Green is also going to be someone that's going to be bought out as well.
It's funny that John Wall's going back to Houston.
After talking all that shit.
That's hilarious.
But he's going to they already say he's being bought out. So I just find it hilarious for all the John Wall fans that said he was going to go in the Clippers. Smooth.
Hey, John Wall, come home, man.
And said he was going to average this, that, and the third.
He was playing well with the minutes that he was getting.
John Wall, come home, man.
Why he wasn't getting minutes.
Come back to Wizards, man.
I feel like he just don't want to be there, bro. Like, honestly.
He wants to come back to Wizards, man.
Probably.
He does. I'll take him, too.
I mean, he is getting a little bit older, too. He probably wishes he didn't leave Washington. But
they ain't want him no more. They want their rush. You heard the story. John Wall said the story. Russ said he want to come there. He said, you ain't trying to leave. You need to go. My team now. That's what happened.
It's the same player.
No, they're not, bro.
They would have said around the time.
They both got traded. They're both getting bought out. Same player.
Around the time, they were pretty similar.
There was never a time John Wall was better than Russ or close to Russ.
Nobody say that. Nobody say that. I didn't say no was better. I said they the same.
No, they're not, bro. Russ is significantly better than John Wall.
What is he better at shooting? Is he better at shooting?
He's better at everything than John Wall.
They both can't shoot. They both can dribble and pass and play defense and attack.
They have the same play style.
And Russ is significantly better at it than John Wall. Significantly better than it.
Well, John Wall's also had like 3
John Wall's more efficient.
He had like 3 knee injuries,
bro,
too.
come on. We're not doing this, bro.
I didn't say Russ wasn't better than John Wall. I never said that. I just said they are the same player.
No, when you said they're the same player, that's not close.
No, they have the same play. I said that Jalen Brunson and Kyrie Irving was the same play style. But we obviously know that Kyrie Irving is better. But
yeah, way better. Yeah, so in this occasion, John Wall is equivalent to Jalen
Russ
Brunson.
is significantly
and
less
Brunson
efficient
might be better than John Wall, too. So.
All right, bro.
It's good for the Clippers that they got Eric Gordon. Great piece for them. We already kind of touched on this already, but great piece for them. Devontae Graham to the Spurs. Four second round picks. The Pelicans get Josh Richardson. I think that's a nice, real good pickup for them.
He's a solid shooter.
Yeah, but I do think he was overhyped for like the beginning of trade deadline, and now we see what he realistically went for. Darius Baisley to the Suns. The Thunder get Dario Saric in the second round pick. I think that's good for the Suns, given the trade that they just happened. They need some bench, and Baisley gives them some good shooting. We can start talking about this trade because Joey should be here soon. But the trade that many of us woke up to. So I was sleeping, minding my business, wake up to go to the gym. And there's notification on my phone from Woj at 1:30 a.m. that Kevin Durant gets traded to the Suns, and him and T.J. Warren, Suns legend. The Nets get Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, 4 unprotected first-round picks in 2023, 2025, 2027, 2029, and plus a pick swap in 2028. So, that is what the Suns, Kevin Durant, give me your thoughts on this trade.
Well, it was reported, I don't know if you saw what came out today, that after the Kyrie trade, he immediately contacted the Nets privately and requested a trade after Kyrie left. So, I was surprised, but I was very surprised because I was even surprised at Kyrie. We talked about it. This is a 32-22 team. They're like fourth or fifth in the East, and the East just got like significantly like less competitive. A bunch of people left because of them primarily, but it just baffles me. It makes me wonder what's going on over there in Brooklyn, why they can't maintain these superstars, and how come when they get these superstars, their team. I mean, well, I can't really say they're not successful because they are this year, but prior years they haven't been. But it just makes me really like wonder what's going on over there. It's like kind of how the Browns were for the longest time. Like, what the hell is going on over there? So, I was shocked. I do think that they Suns won the trade. Obviously, I don't think it's really debated who won the trade. You got Devin Booker, CP3. You got Ayton, I guess, KD, and then you're probably gonna put TJ Warren in that 5 lineup. But if you do that, I don't know what your bench is looking like. That's the only thing that really worries me about the Suns. I don't necessarily think they're contenders on paper. Yes, you can say that, but the bench definitely worries me going into playoffs and winning an NBA championship. Let's hypothetically say. So, I mean, I'm happy for the Suns. You just got a top 3, top 5 basketball player in the world. And you paired him with a Hall of Fame point guard and Devin Booker. So it's only up from here, I guess, for them. If they can keep KD happy and make him want to stay in Phoenix. But I don't think this team's going to win a championship.
Smooth. What are your thoughts?
I think both teams actually want to trade. I think with the Kyrie trade to the Mavs, they knew what they was doing as far as acquiring, what they did from Dallas and then going on ahead and moving forward. We're trying to get KD out of there for something. I mean, we already said that we don't think that Dorian Finney-Smith is going to be there, but they was able to acquire some draft picks, with the KD trade. I do think the Suns are in a position right now to win, to make a run. However, like we keep on saying, the West is packed. So it's not just going to be a cakewalk. I think they will do better than what they've been doing if Devin Booker can stay healthy. If Chris Paul can, be Chris Paul. Ayton's playing very well. Losing Cam Johnson, that was a big piece.
Mm-hmm.
Because Cam Johnson was, he was the hustle. He was the hustle player. He was I would not the X factor, but the X factor. And I think losing him was big, but at the same time, gaining KD doesn't hurt him as much. But overall, I think both teams won the trade because, the Nets definitely put themselves in position to still be a contender in the East with all of they with all of they.
Yo, what? Contend for what? The plan?
I don't see that.
Yeah, I mean, they still got a 4th seed, bro. Yeah. They still got a 4th seed right now. There's no way they're gonna drop all the way down to 8.
Yes,
they're gonna start. They're gonna start losing games.
All those spots. And again, bro, like, look at all these players who are leaving the East, bro, to go play in the West, bro.
I'm gonna say this right now. The Wizards can beat the Nets right now.
Nah, you're lying.
Bro, the Wizards just beat the Bulls last night. They smashed the Bulls.
The Wizards can beat the Nets right now.
Y'all make it seem like
statement to say.
And I'm saying he's saying that the Nets are contenders. I'm saying the Wizards are going to can beat the Nets. So I don't even think the Wizards are contenders.
Think about all the
what they're contending for. Be realistic. For at best they can get out
to the second round. Second round, that's contend, bro. It's one more round to the finals.
That's not contending, bro.
It's not really,
bro.
Second round.
You still have a Ben Simmons who
you go to Eastern Conference. I'll say yes.
Time out.
The expectations are over for Ben Simmons. Don't tell me we have high.
Bro, it seems like they can play better than or go further than what the Heat are doing right now.
Oh my God, honestly, bro. Yo, this is crazy.
We just tried the fuck out of the Heat.
I mean, the Heat ain't being spectacular right now. The only person who's playing well is Bam.
Bro, where's my phone?
Did you look at the Nets roster?
I got my phone's been charged.
I looked at the Nets roster, and that's what I said. I said that the Nets don't have a star, so that means that a lot of people have to step up to the plate. You have Spencer Dinwiddie, you have Dorian Finney-Smith who's playing who's good. Spencer Dinwiddie was snapping yesterday. Cam Thomas has been snapping.
Bro, it's been 4 games, bro. Stop.
He's been dropping 40 plus. Like, what are you talking about?
You know who they're comparing him to? They're comparing him to Jeremy Lin. So let's pipe down a little bit until he does it like the rest of the year.
Let's talk about whatever. But at the end of the day, this man is still producing.
I wouldn't compare him to Jeremy Lin.
That's what people are calling him, though. The next Jeremy Lin.
Fact or fiction? This man just dropped 40 points in 3 straight games.
So did Jeremy Lin.
Fact or fiction? So, like, let's not discredit what the guy's doing.
I think he has more potential than Jeremy Lin, but
let's not discredit what he's been doing. Like, we're sitting up here bashing him.
He's only 21 years old.
Dropping points, bro, for playing well. Ben Simmons ain't been doing anything.
But you acting like he's gonna be the next star of the team.
I'm not gonna lock in on him and actually get a game plan for him.
I didn't say that. I said when you don't have a star, certain people have to step up, and that's what the Nets have been doing, bro. Like, we're not sitting up here acting like the Nets haven't been playing well since all this stuff has been happening.
Bro, they played 1 game since all this shit happened.
I'm gonna tell you,
they played 2.
The Nets are, the Kings before they got Zion.
The Kings or you mean Pelicans?
No, what? No, I'm sorry. No, actually, I'm sorry. I said the wrong thing. It's the Kings. They're the Kings, but without Sabonis. That's what they are. And actually, my bad, without De'Aaron Fox. Because De'Aaron Fox he's better than everybody on this team. That's what the Nets are. The Nets.
Tyler Hero's better than everybody on that team.
It's this roster is pretty ugly. I think the only way to make it into the playoffs is because of the record that they had previously. Cam Thomas, I think he has high potential, high upside. I don't think I just don't see what you're saying, Dio. I just don't see it. It's hard to look at this team and say these guys are gonna be
contenders.
Not even contender, not even like competition.
A 6 seed.
And they're gonna be like 7 seed, 8 seed.
I don't really. I want the Heat to play this team. I want the Heat to play. I'd rather have us play the Nets. I want them to stay in the playoffs and we play them. But I don't see it. I mean, Dorian Finney-Smith, yes, he's played well. I'm not gonna say this guy is good. Like, he's played well.
No, he's a good 3-and-D guy. Closer to the great side of it.
But listen, I only talk about specific things. Like, I was like, yeah, 3-and-D guy, he's good. The only reason I talk about those guys is when there's a superstar in that team. And they need somebody like that.
I love that you say that. Can we all just when has there ever been an NBA champion that's been a team full of role players?
I didn't say champion, bro.
You're saying contenders.
Because look at all the teams who are behind them, bro.
Contenders are contenders for the championship.
Look at all of the teams who they're in front of. Please take a look at all the teams that are in front of them. You can tell me that they
can make it to the playoffs. They can make it to the playoffs.
Miami Heat are not going to be behind them when the season ends.
All right, we'll see.
I'll let you know who's in the standings.
Just beat the Bulls, the Hawks, the Raptors.
I'll let you know.
The Wizards.
We said playing, bro.
They can make it. They can make it to the playoffs, still.
Bro. That's
five spots
that they're dropping. 4 spots that they're dropping, bro.
Yeah, like that's not hard to do.
Well, they're in the this seed right now.
But you're acting like that's easy for all these teams below. Like, y'all make it seem like when teams have to win.
There's 6 games back.
All those teams improved though, and this team got worse.
Miami's 9.
It's literally the same thing.
9.5.
Bro, time out. It's the same thing that y'all are saying with the Lakers. The Lakers can make a run, but that just means that all of the teams who are in front of them have to lose as well, bro.
Okay, they got worse. All the other teams got better that they're in front of. The Knicks got Josh Hart, they got better. The Hawks got Sadiq Bey, they got better. The Bulls, they did not get better.
Worse. What do you mean they got worse? They were losing when Kyrie was playing, bro. Like, what are you talking about? They were losing. That's a fact.
Yeah. But they won. They went 20-4 in 24 games with Kyrie and KD. That's why they have this big ass lead.
55 games. There's 30 games. No, like less than 30 games less.
I know.
Right? So I want you. So it's about 20-something games. The Heat is back 3 games. Knicks is back 4 games, and the Hawks is back 6 games versus the Nets. it can get scary for the Nets. They can miss the playoffs, bro. If they
can
don't
go on
play
like
well.
we have like it's out of the realm that they can't go on a 10-game losing streak. Like
They
the
can miss
Grizzlies
the
just went
playoffs,
on, like the
bro.
Pelicans just went on.
Right, like they can, and they lost a lot of firepower, star power.
I don't see them doing that because again, they don't have a star to revolve around. You know what I'm saying? That means everybody has to play well, and that's what teams normally perform.
Everybody
they're not gonna,
plays well though.
But they have, but we're sitting up here acting like they don't have players who are great role players in general. Who's a
great role player?
Spencer Dinwiddie is a great role player. Joe Harris
he's not great.
What are you be talking about? We was talking about Spencer Dinwiddie being one of the best, being better than being the best player on the Wizards at one point. Were we not?
Wizards suck.
All right, can I just say something? They did just play. They played the Phoenix Suns, which they lost the game. Cam Thomas dropped 43. Yes, great, but that's the only person on the team that got close to big numbers.
I'm not talking about big numbers.
I'm saying they're not going to do anything.
Everybody's going to play.
I'm saying for the reasons
the good teams are going to beat them. Is what I'm saying.
Dwayne, they're going to be a playing team. They're going to make the playoffs. I just said they're going to be a playing team. That's all.
We just alluded to us not being hot on the Dorian Finney-Smith trade, the Cam Johnson trade, Spencer Dinwiddie, Joe Harris is good, Seth Curry is good. Patty Mills is good. Come on now, bro.
They're good, not great.
Nick Claxton is playing very, very, and that's what I'm saying. You need an average team. Can play well in the playoffs, bro. That's all I'm saying. So let's not act like
can play well.
And then if Ben Simmons can play like Ben Simmons, bro.
The closest team
he did attempt a three last night.
The closest team that played well without a superstar was the Toronto Raptors without Kawhi Leonard. That was the only team. And you look at that roster,
it's way better.
That roster is nowhere close to the fucking Nets. So there's no way you can say those guys are going to come in here and play well. I don't see it. Look who they got to go through. The East is not scrubs.
Yeah. It just depends on who.
If the playoffs ended today, they're not making it out the playoffs.
Well, obviously, because they play the Cavs, bro. I mean, like they would play the Cavs. Like that's.
Well, everything stays the same. They still have to play the Cavs.
The same. If they
drop to the 8th seed, they're not getting out the first round.
If they
they're not getting out the first round at all.
If they jump up some seeds, then they probably can.
They're not jumping up.
You think they're gonna jump up seeds?
They're not jumping up seeds.
Like you just said, the Heat only 3 games back from them. Well, they only
the Heat have Bam and Jimmy
they one
Butler,
game back from
bro.
the Sixers. They're 1 game back from the Sixers, and then they're 6 games back from the 5 games back from the Bucks. Do I think it's gonna happen? No. Realistically speaking,
they're 2 games back from the Sixers and 1 game back from the Cavs.
They can easily, bro. I'm just saying they can easily maintain their pace as they've been doing, bro. I just think so.
Yeah, that's crazy. Since we're at this Brooklyn Nets,
you like looking at paper too much, bro.
You looking at Cam Thomas 3 games too much. I know if Cam Thomas ain't had those 3 games, you're not saying this today.
No, I'm saying that because they got a bunch of good role players, better than good role players.
So I'm looking at a tweet. Somebody tweeted the Nets. What the hell? Joey just went. There's a tweet that says the Nets flipped James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant for a 26-year-old Mikal Bridges, a washed Ben Simmons, Dorian Finney-Smith, a 26-year-old Cam Johnson. Now, a lot of people saying, they got all their picks back. Like, that's good for the Nets. Like, that they got all their picks back. That's a really good thing for them. Me, personally, I don't like anything that, to me, when you trade marquee big players like that, you always end up getting a young star, or you get first round picks, right? I was gonna shit on them crazy, but I know next trade deadline, a lot of the players that are on this team right now are more than likely gonna be gone. But they didn't get a young star out of this trade at all. There are no young stars here. Not even a young all-star, nobody that's promising to look like a star, because we all know what Ben Simmons is currently right now. Right? The picks that they got, the 2023, the 2025, KD is going to be on the Suns for the next 3 years. So those 2 picks automatically mean nothing. So all you got to hope is on the 2027 and the 2029. Now, this team, I hope DL's right where they don't win. Because potentially, if they flat out, which I think they're going to do, and don't even be in the play-in, the Rockets could have 2 lottery picks because of the Brooklyn Nets. Yeah, they got their picks back. And yeah, I think they can build off with what they have because they're probably more than likely going to trade some of these pieces in the offseason, like a Dorian Finney-Smith. I think Spencer's going to be the guy they keep there to just help keep the culture because he was there when they became good. And I think Dorian Finney-Smith's gone. Joe Harris is going to be gone. I think Seth Curry's going to be gone. Who else did they pick up? Other pickups that they have are going to be gone. Hopefully Ben Simmons can get up to the way where they have to make him be gone. But this is, to me, the Brooklyn Nets was just a failure. Joe Tsai should actually sell this team. Sean Marks is crazy. You guys are the owners and GMs. Went from the guys that got Kyrie, KD, and James Harden to the guys that traded all those guys and only won 1 playoff series. It's crazy how the course of history can change. Because imagine if KD foot isn't on that line. This probably never happens. But this also is when you give players too much power. And it's not players, it's just when you give the wrong player too much power. KD wasn't the leader of that thing, or when everything happened. It was Kyrie. And Kyrie had too much naysay and everything. KD just wanted to play ball. Now I'm going to talk about the Suns. The Suns won this trade just because they didn't have to give up any of their main big pieces. They didn't have to give away CP3. They didn't have to give away DeAndre Ayton. It's crazy. They were willing to trade CP3 for Kyrie Irving, and the Nets, all they wanted for KD was Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges. When they were going to trade CP3 and Cam Johnson to get Kyrie Irving, which is fucking wild to me. I think we all agree that Brooklyn Nets is probably the worst failure of superstars being together in NBA history. But the Suns, I also don't see the Suns as contenders this year because they don't have a bench. That roster is depleted. Their best bench player is Cam Payne. Let me say that again. Their best bench player is Cameron Payne. I think they're going to lose in the second round. I think they beat whoever they beat in the first round, depending on who the matchup is. Because if it's like a 4 versus 5 seed, that's a tough one for them too. But yeah. And KD's legacy, which we can get into as well, is that if he does win a championship with his team, is he needed super teams to win. They always talk about how Braun needed super teams to win. Because what they're going to do, they're going to improve. It's going to be a buyout market. KD will legitimately need super teams to win.
I mean, that's still the case for LeBron.
The 2020 Lakers was not a super team.
He had AD, probably one of the best big men in the league.
2020 Lakers is not a super team. It's a duo, not a super team. His next best player was Kyle Kuzma.
Don't try Alex Russo, bro.
Look who we're arguing over.
I mean, you can call it.
His next best player was Rondo, bro. Chill.
Yeah, you can call it a duo. They still call it the bubble ring. They don't count that shit for him, though. So, I mean, I ain't gonna hate, though, but I mean, I'm not talking about LeBron right now. But were you done, Wayne?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you guys think about? Do you guys view the Suns as contenders?
I didn't get to. Did we talk about the Suns already or no?
No. You just ran downstairs on your phone and got off the computer. So
I'm not off the computer. I'm here. I just lost the internet went off, so I couldn't do shit. So
oh, straight. Like, what do you want to say about the Suns team?
Yeah. So the Suns, I think that's the Suns team is probably one of the. I'm not gonna say the most because a lot of guys do get hurt in the league, but it's probably one of the teams that has the most injury ridden. Like Chris Paul typically he's known for not staying healthy in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Devin Booker has gotten hurt in the playoffs, and he gotten hurt in the regular season multiple times. Mm-hmm. KD also gets hurt He hasn't played as many games as we would like him to play. We haven't watched KD play. I saw the stat. KD hasn't played LeBron in 4 years.
Yes, I thought it was longer than that.
I think it was 4 or 5, something like that. But think about it.
It's like 6 years, I think. Yeah.
You have to be hurt for you not to play LeBron for 4 years, bro. Like, that's crazy. So now I'm looking at that team with no bench. If one of those guys go out, the team sucks. The team sucks. You just look at it. One of those guys go out, the team sucks, especially if KD goes out. If KD goes out, that team is not good anymore. DeAndre Ayton has been a disappointment in the recent years. In his play, the bench terrible. I don't even want to call the people names on that bench. I'm sorry, you guys are in the NBA, but you guys suck. It's not good enough for them to be. And I think they were probably better off not trading for KD. They should have just left the team how it was. Because if you were to get KD, I probably would get rid of Chris Paul and keep my role players because I need a bench.
Mm-hmm.
So I think both of the teams folded. I think that trade was one of the ugliest trades I've seen for a superstar. I think KD value.
So you say both of the teams folded?
Yes, I think both teams folded. Because first of all, you're trading KD, which is arguably probably the second best player in the league. And because we know how he is, and that's all you get. That's all you get. You don't even get you're trading with the Suns, and that's all you get.
Let the
like you're
tell
tripping.
it.
It's like you're freaking.
No, because it's crazy. In the summer, they were asking for Devin Booker, and now all they got was Mikal Bridges.
It's crazy, and maybe I'm starting to think maybe because of what happened with Kyrie, teams are looking at the Nets like, yo, you have no choice.
But they could have waited until the offseason.
They could have, right? But I don't know what was going on. Again, like you said before, that organization, front office isn't. They bad at their job. They're bad at their job. Because what they got for KD, there's no way. I'm never letting KD go like that. If you do a trade like that in 2K,
they was asking us for Bam, and they just took Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson.
Exactly, bro. We could have gave them back Strustic, and we probably could have got KD.
Nah, you missed it. You missed it. Wayne went on a rant. You guys
Pat
never
Riley's
get
a fraud,
nobody.
Joe.
You guys got no assets.
Joey, Pat Riley
you don't believe in Pat Riley.
No, I mean Pat Riley. I feel like going into the Heat a little bit, they are selling the fans, bro. They're selling the fans. They're selling Jimmy. They haven't got.
Joey, I said the best trade acquisition we got since we got Jimmy Butler was a broke-kneed Victor Oladipo.
Facts. Actually, I was going to say Kyle Lowry, but I'm looking at it now. That didn't turn out well. At least when Victor came in, Victor produced for a little bit, but he got hurt.
Our record is better when Kyle Lowry doesn't play.
It's ridiculous. It's crazy, bro. You bring Jimmy, a player like that, you see what he do in the playoffs, and you still get this man no help. I don't understand. I don't know if you like Tyler Hero so much, because honestly, if I could trade Tyler Hero to get KD,
no one wants him. No one wants anybody.
Why nobody wants Tyler Hero?
Nobody wants our white boys, Joey. Nobody wants our white boys.
Everybody else white boys. I don't like Miami. It's crazy. I don't get it, but it's just dumb, man. But I wanted to say that real quick. I got to get off, but I'll probably be back sooner because I thought y'all were further in the pod. But
we're almost getting into the pick'ems. So
really, y'all talk about Lakers already?
We just got to talk about LeBron.
Yeah, we kind of talked about them already. You got anything you want to say about them before you got to go?
The Lakers? Yeah. Nah, the Lakers. I don't even want to talk about that. But LeBron passing the record, beating the record. A lot of people are like, there's no, I say it before I get up. There's no competition now for who's the GOAT. I'm gonna say there's still competition. All right, because GOAT is the greatest of all time. I think Bron is the best player to touch the basketball.
Same.
He's the best player. It's not the same. Same to you. But the best player to touch a basketball, LeBron James, I cannot take that away from him. He's top 10 in a lot of stats. So I don't want to take that away from him. The only thing that I can say is that, man, Braun, I know you needed guys to win. Of course, yes, your era had more superstars. I agree. But it's hard for me to say. I do think LeBron has more superstars in his era. But I would say it's hard for me to say because a guy that goes 6-0 in the finals, he doesn't lose. He played less years than LeBron. He played less games than LeBron. That's one of the reasons why I think he doesn't have the scoring title because he played less years and he played less games.
He also took
but
breaks.
He averaged, huh?
He also took breaks.
He did. He also took breaks.
I'm not with you. I think I agree with everything you've been saying so far.
Okay, and another thing is that I believe Michael Jordan was averaging
30.
about 30 points.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly, 30 points a game. So he plays as long as LeBron. He stays as healthy as LeBron. I think he blows that fucking record. Assist? I don't think he gets the assist. Rebounds? I don't think he gets that either. LeBron is just all across the board probably one of the, not probably is the
LeBron's
best player.
got blocks on him.
Is
everything.
LeBron across the board? LeBron is the best player to play the game. Michael Jordan is the best player.
Greatest.
No, I'm saying the greatest player to be in the NBA. So, two different things.
I agree with you. Same way I say Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback to ever play the game of football, and Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback to ever play the game of football. It's exactly how I feel. LeBron is the best player of all time, and Jordan is the greatest.
Joe, if you got to go, I'd get off right now because I'm about to go on a huge fucking rant that might keep you here.
It's okay.
If you got to go, you got to go.
Go, Chubbs. No, wait. Let's celebrate one. Congratulations on breaking the record. It was huge. 38 points in 3 quarters to do it is freaking crazy. At age 38, which is wild. Definitely the best. He's my generation's GOAT. And I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit hating because I don't like how you did Russ. But I do agree you are the best player of all time. As far as greatest, I think if you get another ring, then I could put you as the greatest. But number 2 is the greatest. Best all time, second greatest all time. So.
Yeah. Flowers. I give him his flowers though. He accomplished everything that people didn't think he would. He came into with expectations. He blew that shit out the water. Yes, I was one of his haters. I'm still one of his haters to this day.
I'm a newfound hater of Braun.
But hey, congratulations to Braun though, man. But I'm out. I'll probably be back on. Probably it depends on what's going on. But I'm out.
Go on your rant, Chubbs. What is your rant that you have to so desperately go on?
I'm sorry. I know Jordan is top 2, top 1, top 2, whatever. But can we stop doing this whole he was 6-0, 6-0, and act like and when you say that, it makes it seem like he never fucking lost in playoffs. This man's got swept before in playoffs. So,
this man was getting bounced.
That's what I'm saying. Multiple times. It's not like every time he touched the playoffs, he went to the finals and won them. That's when people say them 6-0 stuff. Like that's what it makes it look like.
But we was already talking about Jordan came in the league in the 80s, right? And he didn't win his first championship until the 90s. So I mean, we're just gonna discredit his first few years in the league when LeBron came into the league dominating.
I hate what.
Don't get me wrong.
Jordan was dominating when he came into the league. Now, don't say that.
Jordan wasn't the best player in the league when he came.
LeBron wasn't just the best player as soon as he dropped out. I give him like year 3.
LeBron had terrible people around him too.
So did Jordan.
And
I think LeBron is the best player of all time, and I think Jordan is the greatest.
And that's another thing that bothers me. Joey and people think that LeBron only super teams win. Yes, he had good teams. Jordan had good teams. Every time he won a championship, he had people around him. So I don't know where this facade is that he never had a good team when he won rings. He always had a good supporting cast. Always.
You know who has had one of the best supporting casters to ever play? Kevin Durant. He has played with Russell Westbrook as his point guard. He has played with Kyrie Irving as his point guard. James Harden as his point guard. He's played with Steph Curry.
Bro, I've seen LeBron take Daniel Gibson to the finals.
4 top 75 players.
I think
Now he played the
KD.
CP3.
I mean, switching back to KD because I didn't speak on his son's tree too much. I think it's a lose for him. He wins the championship. It's gonna be because there's no reason why you shouldn't, and if he doesn't, it's gonna be like, well, why didn't you? Because
is that facts though? Like I feel like that's facts though. Like at the end of the day, that's like when Braun won his leadership with the Heat. It's like you should have won those, and then when he lost them, it was like your ass for losing those.
I mean, not really though, because LeBron, like we were just saying, LeBron made it to
what you mean?
the
Not
finals.
really? Wait. What you mean?
Not really, because
what
KD's first final appearance was with a big three who all went to be top players for their teams, bro.
But they weren't those players yet, though.
They weren't those. Dwayne, that's bro. What James Harden
wasn't James Harden. James Harden was nowhere close to.
He was not this James Harden, but he was.
He was nowhere close. Nowhere
James
close.
James Harden would have went on any other team and still balled out. And
but he wasn't MVP.
My point is this. LeBron took a sorry Cavs team to the finals and lost to one of the best Spurs team we've ever seen. That's what I'm saying. Who was LeBron's next best player? Nowhere near KD's next best player. Nowhere near it.
I agree.
So I mean, KD has had.
You can keep going. My bad.
KD has had multiple opportunities to prove him or to win.
He's had a chance to build a team in Brooklyn.
They against the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead against the Warriors. So I mean, it wasn't just LeBron who beat him. KD has never had a defining moment in which he's been that guy to be able to will his team. Kawhi Leonard did it with the Raptors, bro.
KD, you say that again. KD is
never willed his team to a championship. He's never had that defining moment. He's never done that. And apparently, join the Warriors team who didn't need him.
I got a question though. What's the difference?
For that clip, Dio.
Yeah, what's the difference between the best and the greatest? If his logic is greatest
is as a player, there's no one better than you. Like as an individual player, there's no one better than you. Greatest is when you take all the achievements and everything.
So thank you. If we're talking about the greatest player to ever play in the NBA, then why? I mean, I don't agree with this, but people say this. Why isn't Bill Russell considered that with 11, 12 rings?
You got to take in the achievements plus the ability as well when we're talking about GOATs. Best is just ability and what you produce. Is what you produce, ability, and achievements that's when you say greatest.
And I think LeBron is still the greatest.
That's okay. I have no problem with people saying LeBron is the greatest.
He's got the points, and now he's got the 40,000 with losing
finals record. And
40,000 with 10,000 with 10,000. You know what I mean?
I think if LeBron gets 5 rings, then you could put him in the greatest because that's what really separates the Magics and the.
Well, if LeBron wins a ring 38 plus years old, then you.
If he wins a ring as the best player on the team at 38.
Because come on, Dwayne. Look at all these super teams that LeBron is playing against, bro. There was nothing like this back when Jordan.
That's not his fault. He should have 5 rings now, but he shit the bed versus the Mavericks. He should have 5 rings.
I agree, but Kyrie was hurt in that one.
No, the Mavericks.
But I'm saying of that other it was other.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Mavericks.
I know what you're talking about.
The villain.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Braun win that championship. He can lose the next one to the Warriors, and it's because he lost. That championship is the biggest stain on Braun's career. Was his performance versus the Mavericks, and that what really holds him back from being the greatest player of all time.
The only reason why it's a stain is because of all the talk that was going into that year with the. That's not. The stain is there because of how LeBron played. He had 11 points in a finals game. And he made that. And before the playoffs, he made that. What's it called? He had that villain commercial.
It doesn't matter. He had 11 points in a finals game, and you were the best player in the league.
It was
shut down by Sean Stevenson.
Even worse, DL. 8 points in a finals game.
The Bron stopper.
Getting guarded by Jason Terry.
Deshaun Stevenson.
He wasn't getting guarded by Jason Terry.
He was getting guarded by Deshaun Stevenson.
AJ Burrell.
Deshaun Stevenson was distracting with that neck tattoo. It's a face right here.
All right, man. I kind of wish Joey would have been here for the Mount Rushmores, but that's where we're at this point, because we kind of touched on everything else. So let's go with Mount Rushmore. You guys know how we do it. First team on the book are the Charlotte Hornets.
Charlotte Hornets. I'll go first. I got Lonzo Mourning, probably the greatest Hornet in that franchise so far. Muggsy Bogues, Larry Johnson, and Del Curry.
Not Muggsy.
Muggsy is in my four.
I got Baron Davis, Larry Johnson, Vlade Divac, and Kimba.
That is a fucking disgusting Mount Rushmore, man. I don't have Alonzo Mourning in mind because I put him in the Heat one. I got Kemba Walker, Muggsy Bogues, Larry Johnson, Del Curry.
Huh? He said, wait.
Vlade Divac? That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
It should have been Kobe Bryant, but Kobe was too much of a. Never mind. I ain't gonna disrespect the dad.
Vlade was a bucket. Sure.
Yeah. So next we got the Memphis Grizzlies.
All right, I got the Gasol brothers, both Mark and Paul are on my Mount Rushmore for Grizzlies. I got Zebo, and I really wanted to put Rudy Gay, but I put Mike Conley.
Mike Conley over Rudy Gay?
Yes, I got the same exact thing. I got Zebo, both Gasol brothers.
It was close though with Rudy Gay, Mike, but I really wanted to. I almost put OJ Mayo too.
That's nasty, bro.
Nah, I got Zebo. I got Zebo.
Actually, I don't have Mike Conley. I apologize. I have John Morant.
That's too soon, but okay.
I got John Morant. I don't care.
That's way too soon.
I got Zebo, Rudy Gay, Marcus Hall, and OJ Mayo.
Not mad at that. That team was a core.
Next, we have the
Magic.
Orlando Magic.
I got Shaq, Dwight, Penny, and T-Mac.
I got Shaq, Dwight, Penny, Hito Turkoglu.
That's it, Wayne.
Yes!
I got that exact one. I would take. I'm sorry. I don't have Shaq up there because I think I got on my Lakers one. I got T-Mac, Penny. Yeah, I know my biases with Dwight, so I don't got him in there either. I'm sorry.
That's crazy, bro.
What, bro?
Oh my God.
I got Penny, Tracy, Rodman, and Turkoglu.
That's nasty. Yeah, you got some nasty Mount Rushmore.
You don't have Shaq or Dwight.
I got Shaq in my Lakers.
But I know, but that's the
All
best
right.
thing, man.
I mean, Rodman was on that Shaq team too, bro.
All right.
Was he?
No, Horace Grant was.
Horace
You
Grant.
tripping. I don't even think Robin was on the Magic.
Was he? No, he was.
I don't think he was.
Nah.
Oh, I forgot to ask this question, but I'll ask him after we do these Mount
I don't think
Rushmores.
Robin is a Magic man. I never seen him in a Magic uniform. Maybe he was, but I don't remember seeing that.
He meant Rashard Lewis. That's what he meant, bro.
Nah, bro. I know it was Rodman.
Look it up. I don't think he was a Magic.
You had
but-
the wrong man. You didn't have Rob Man.
Oh no, he's on Detroit.
Yeah, he was a Detroit Piston. I knew that. I didn't think he was on Magic. So you have the wrong guy on Mount Rushmore. You better put Dwight.
Penny,
You
Tracy,
better
and
put
Hito.
Dwight.
I got three faces.
Bro, put the white on there, bro. Stop being nasty.
I guess the White would have to be there,
All
but
right. I had skipped
by
some
default.
questions, but we'll get to them after we do the rank these duos.
I don't know. Yeah, I definitely was thinking about that.
Let's rank these duos, man. KD, Devin Booker, James
This is
Harden,
gonna
and
be
B,
crazy.
Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, AD, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, PG, Jimmy Butler, Bam, Luka, Kyrie.
I just want to say nobody have any hard feelings or hurt feelings over this list because this list was as difficult as shit. So
I could kick it off. Number 7, I'm starting with my Philly hate. I got Harden and Embiid as the last place.
damn, my number 7 is Jimmy and Bam.
Smooth.
My bad. I'm sorry. My number 7 is Kawhi and PG, bro. I'm sorry.
We're all kind of. My number 6 is Kawhi and PG.
Why is Jimmy and Bam number 7? Please enlighten me. That's
Just
the
'cause of
only
circumstances.
duo. That duo is the only duo on this list that's been to a finals and at conference finals in the last. Well, besides them and Tatum are the only two. There's the only two duels. Like I said, they've been to the conference finals
why?
And the finals.
You ask why? Why did I have them at my list? Because it's what? It's my list.
It's my
This
list,
is a Stephen A's list right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, bro. You got the duo that was one shot away from a finals.
All right, well, I have them at 7 because I'm looking at
All right,
the duos.
who's your 6? Who's your 6?
My 6 was Kawhi and PG.
That's my 6 as well.
My 6, sorry guys, is Luka and Kyrie, man.
That's crazy, but okay.
Why? All right, we'll argue the rest at that. We'll argue the rest at that.
Go 5.
5. I got Book and KD.
I got Harden and Embiid at 5.
Why are they fucking so? Never mind.
I got Harden and Embiid. I got Harden and Embiid at 5 as well.
All right. 4. I got Luka and Kyrie.
I got KD and Book at 4.
I got JT and JB.
I'm surprised you got them there, but
3. I got Jimmy and Bam. The only duo that has a finals appearance.
that's not true.
Below that, I'm talking about that 3 because the next 2 have final appearances or a championship. And this is what it should properly be rated.
That's your list.
Because they have this duo has the third most playoff success.
That's an opinion in his.
One of the duos just got together, Dwayne. What you talking about?
So that's why they should be low. Talking about.
What are you talking? No.
Yes, that's why they should be low. This duo has more playoff success as an actual duo.
Are we going off of playoff success or are we going off straight talent, bro? Like, what are you talking about?
I'm going.
And their ability to score
we'll
and get buckets. What are we going off?
That was your number 4.
Jimmy was a playoff leading scorer last year. Next.
KD's better. Is Jimmy better than Book or KD at scoring, Dwayne?
Jimmy's better than Book.
No, he's not. At scoring, no, he's not. At scoring, no, he's not.
Jimmy's better than Book.
At scoring, no, he's not.
As a player, Jimmy Butler is better than Devin Booker.
As a scorer, no, he's not.
As a player, Jimmy Butler.
That wasn't the question. I said, was he a better scorer?
I know everybody's going. I'm gonna clip this too. I know everybody's gonna be in here. I don't care what y'all say. As a player, Jimmy Butler is better than Devin Booker. Next.
And you're as a duo, Jimmy Butler and Bam are better than KD and Book.
No.
I'll take them in this year's playoffs.
He always beating around
the bush. I'll take them in this year's playoffs.
The answer is no.
Offensively, no.
Hey, clip all of this.
Thank you.
Offensively, no.
Thank you.
But overall,
that's all I wanted to hear.
I don't know.
Who you got? Who you had at 3, Chris?
At 3, I got Kyrie and Luka.
I got Jimmy and Bam at 3.
So why you arguing with me, bro?
Because I got KD and Book at 2.
That's crazy. How are KD and Book above Luka and Kyrie when we just saw what Luka did to Book? And who I want in the playoffs? I'm taking Luka.
Because it goes.
I'm taking Luka. I'm taking Luka.
Listen, it goes Luka and KD. Mm-hmm. Then it goes.
No, give me
Kyrie.
What, bro? Devin Booker and Kyrie are the same. They're on the same tier.
No.
And I'm taking Kyrie in the playoffs. What are we talking about? What do
you
mean?
You just told me that Kyrie has Kyrie ever scored 70?
You just told me Kyrie's his top 75 player, and you telling me D Booker is better than him?
But you told me that Kyrie can't play by himself. So
neither can D Book. D was a fucking lottery team.
He dropped 70.
Bro, and they were a lottery team and they lost that game.
Don't matter. They dropped 70. We're talking about individual talent.
He dropped 70 and lost. Kyrie dropped 60 last year and won. What are you talking
70,
about?
60 ain't 70.
And winning is not better than losing, right?
What did Kyrie win?
A chip. What are you talking about?
With Bron. Who was that number 1?
And even when he was, bro, he talking about
number
2? He dropped 70 and lost. What the fuck are we talking about right now?
What's number 2, Wayne?
Still dropped 70.
Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum. Yeah, Jason Tatum. That's his name, right? Jason Tatum.
That's his name?
That's his name. That's my number 2 as well.
He said he got KD and Book at 2, which is fucking crazy, bro.
All right, my number 1 is AD. My number 1 is AD and Bron.
AD and Bron for me, too. The only duo that has a championship here is a duo that has to be
That's
won.
obvious. Dwayne, because you're talking about playoff appearances. I'm talking about straight talent, bro, and offensive ability, bro. That's what I'm talking
about. D Book got more offensive ability than Kyrie?
Yeah.
No, he does not.
No, he does. Kyrie's a way better playmaker. Come on now.
Bro.
Come on now.
Debatable.
Come on now,
Debatable.
Dio. Come on now,
That's
Dio.
debatable.
Has
I'll
D-Book
agree
ever
with
shot
you
50,
everything,
40,
but come
90?
on.
No. Kyrie has done
debatable.
that. It was
That's
on
not
pace to do it
debatable.
again. What are
It's
we talking
debatable.
about? D-Book is
It's
not
not.
a better offensive player than Kyrie Irving. What are we talking
That's
about
terrible,
right now,
man.
bro?
That's terrible.
It's debatable. Stop making that face like Book is not a bucket. Like
No,
Book's not a
what
better
you said
offensive
was
player
Devin
than him.
Booker here, Kyrie Irving here.
Yeah, that was
That's
crazy.
what you did.
All right, does this help Devin Booker here and Kyrie Irving?
No, it should
No.
just be
It's
right
still
here.
lower. No.
No, honestly, it should be Devin Booker and Kyrie slightly because Kyrie can dribble and play and better playmaker.
And so can Devin.
Not
Booker.
better than him.
Kyrie Irving's a way better 3-point shooter.
Oh, hold on. Devin Booker better ball handler than Kyrie?
No. Better 3-point shooter? No.
Better distributor?
Yes.
No.
He's not a better 3-point shooter than Kyrie Irving. Stop. I just told you Kyrie shot 50, 40, 90, bro. Devin Booker has never done that. Stop it. Please don't do that for me.
It's debatable.
It's not fucking
debatable.
debatable.
It's
bro.
not.
It's debatable,
It's really
bro.
not.
It's not, bro. What are you talking about right now?
It's debatable.
You're making me mad because you dead ass just told me Devin Booker was this much better than somebody that you were saying was better than Dame. So what are we saying, bro?
Devin Booker better than Dame too.
Oh my god, bro! I'm not getting into this right now, bro. I'm not. Yo, this man making me mad, bro.
He's doing it on purpose.
He got to be doing it on purpose.
Woosah.
Right.
Woosah.
Devin Booker has almost shot 50% his whole career from the field, bro.
Well, he shot from 3.
Close to it.
Stop skipping it.
I didn't let it.
It's right next to it. Don't ask me what you don't.
It's not. It just shows the regular. Hold on. Let me see.
Now he's taking forever. It's usually right there.
No, I had to click on it. I just looked it up.
Give me. You can see his career percentage, DL.
Dwayne. I'm looking it up.
It don't take that long.
35%. That's not bad.
All right, Kyrie's been better.
Let's look that up. When you got it, let me know. Kyrie.
I'm not looking at it.
I'm about to. Hold on. 3% career.
Let me look how many attempts Devin.
39, bro. 38, 39, bro. Oh, no,
35 and 39 is a huge difference.
I thought I said
What are you
30,
talking about,
38.
bro? What are you talking about, bro? So yeah, significantly a better 3-point shooter than him.
But not a better field goal shooter. So.
He's just DeMar DeRozan with a better shot. That's all.
No. Okay.
That's
Stop trying.
crazy.
Yeah, you're trying, Devin Booker.
All right, I want to talk about this. So some buyouts gonna happen, but where do we think Russell Westbrook should go when he gets bought out of Utah? It's rumors the Clippers, Bulls, Heat.
I like the Clippers. That's why I said he's not going to go far. I think he'd fit well with defense and everything. Defensive team. The team's stacked. The team has depth. Got Doc.
Nah, no, got Doc. They got
No, Doc's not on that team. My bad.
Yeah,
Tyronn
Doc
Lue.
was there. I would definitely tell him not to go there. You heard what Blake Griffin said.
Yeah, no, I forgot. They got Tyronn Lue. I forgot.
Pretty usual. You heard what he said.
Shut up. I don't care what he says. Forgot where. Doc's in Philly. My bad. I don't know why I thought.
That's why Philly's never gonna win anything.
Shut up.
That's all. Cam Thomas got fined $40,000 for saying no homo.
Mm-hmm. Damn, we might get a red flag because you just said it, bro.
Pause. I was just reporting. I can't get in trouble for that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Allegedly. Man, you saw Pat McAfee's getting sued by Brett Favre?
Yeah, I saw that too.
He said, just letting y'all know, when I reported it, I did say allegedly.
Yeah, that's pretty much all that I have for the pod, man. You guys got anything y'all want to say before we get up out of here?
Let's go, Chiefs Kingdom. Let's go, Chiefs Kingdom.
Yeah, need the Chiefs to go get this dub because the way the Philly fans have been talking crazy to me in our comments is outrageous.
Bengals and Eagles fans, they same, but different just because of the conferences.
Yeah. Smooth, anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
Nah, I got Philly this weekend, but I hope to see a good game. Honestly,
That's all I
that's
hope
all.
for too. Good game. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes winning his second MVP. Hopefully he can win this millennium. MVPs are 0-9 in the Super Bowl, but my guy likes to break curses. So until next time, my name is Wayne, and we'll be seeing y'all.